made our way into the kitchen with our first guest, who is a judge on Masterchef. He's also starred on Chop Jr., basically any cooking show in America, he's on it, and the Emmy-nominated Taco Trip.
Thank you very much.
Which we also love. Today, he is in our kitchen making jumbo shrimp with a creamy red chile salsa. Please welcome back one of our very good friends, Chef Aaron Sanchez.
Thank you very much.
We love you, Aaron. Also joining us at the counter, co-host and DJ of the hit show Beat Shazam. Welcome, Corinne Fox. We feed everyone before we speak with you.
Yeah, I'm here.
So much like Beat Shazam, it's who can finish their food fastest. That's what we do
got
as well. So today we're making shrimp.
Yep.
And Aaron, I know shrimp seems like an easy thing to make, but it can be kind of finicky, and they can turn out like erasers if you're not right.
Absolutely.
If you don't do them right. So how do you make the perfect shrimp?
Okay, so the idea is once you get them and you peel them, you can buy them pre-bought, pre-peeled, I should say.
Okay.
And then just take a nice paper towel and dry them and put some pressure on them. Extract some of that residual water that's inherently in shrimp.
Okay.
They're always frozen, so you got to make sure you pull some of that out. Lay them on a sheet tray, and this is what we have here. We've actually blotted them down.
Now, when you hear people say deveined shrimp,
Yep.
do you have them devein them at the fishmonger as well?
Yeah, you can do it like this. I mean, in essence, all you would need is just a knife and pull it down here. I'll show you really quickly, just to give you guys a little idea. You would just run your knife down the middle of it, and then you would just kind of pull out that little vein. These don't have veins because they're special shrimp. They're special home and family shrimp.
Oh,
So
they're veinless.
They're veinless, absolutely.
But if you did, that's all you'd have to do.
Yes, that's all you would need.
You don't need the fancy deveiner tool.
No.
Waste of money.
And you don't need the onion goggles either.
I'm buying at 3 in the morning. You don't need.
Exactly. Or the avocado slicer that's pre-done.
Right.
You can do all that.
There must be some mistake, Chef, because everybody here is vain. So I don't know why.
That's why there's no
Why
more
the
room
shrimp's
for any more
not.
vein on the set.
No,
They
I
had to
love
be
it. You
deveined.
guys are cool.
All right, so what do we do first? We got
All right.
some oil in the pan.
So we're gonna start with some oil, and the idea is that you just want to create some beautiful sear and some color on these shrimp. So what we're gonna do in essence is create like a little bit of a shrimp oil. So all the natural flavors in the shrimp are gonna kind of permeate that wonderful canola oil. And you want to use a blended oil. You don't want something very assertive like an extra virgin, because that's gonna dominate the flavor of the actual sauce.
And also the smoke point on that's probably not high enough anyway.
Look at you, smoke boy. I mean, you are on it. And cue me. I love it.
Well, my people make the olive oil, so I know all about that.
No, I love that. So once we start getting that going, what we're going to do is add some chopped garlic. And you don't want to add the garlic prior to, because the idea of scorching it is always a real big issue. So what we're going to do is kind of let that sear do its thing.
Okay.
And here's where the magic is.
Okay, tell
All
us
right?
about this chile salsa.
All right, so the Chile Salsa is a recipe that's based off of my second cookbook called Simple Food, Big Flavor. And this one really kind of just helps people have this recipe that's the base for many different things to spawn from.
Okay.
So this is in essence,
Spawn from. There you go.
Wow.
there you go. So it's roasted tomato, roasted onion and garlic, and then a mixture of these two chiles. Now this right here is a guajillo chile, so it's a milder, used primarily for color. Here is a smoked ancho. Does anybody know what this is when it's whole and fresh?
A red pepper?
No, chili poblano. A poblano pepper is an ancho.
Oh, okay.
So you smoke and you dry it.
Oh.
And then there's a chipotle pepper. You guys have heard of chipotles?
Of course.
That's from the state of Veracruz. Okay? And there's another beautiful, tasty thing that's from Veracruz as well. And that's Salma Hayek.
We're all like,
Really?
what's that? Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. So wait, so you're going to take these before you take these peppers.
You toast them?
You toast them without any oil in the pan.
Absolutely. And the idea is that you want to reinvigorate them, bring those natural essential oils out, and kind of wake them up. Think of these chiles have been sleeping. So you got to kind of give them a little smack of the cookies, get them up. And then the idea is you put those in some water, some hot water, let them kind of get pliable and soft.
Okay.
Puree those with the roasted onions, tomatoes, and garlic, and then you have this.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So what we're going to do in essence now is put this in with our shrimp, and that's going to start to add all this wonderful flavor
Oh my gosh,
to our little
sauce
shrimp
bites. So
saute.
you want to put this sauce on everything.
Yeah. It's delicious. You can use it for like an enchilada sauce. You can kind of just cook some leftover chicken in it, make tacos. It really has a lot of applications.
beautiful.
Now, you didn't turn the shrimp over, so just
No.
one side?
Exactly.
Okay.
And the reason being is that you don't want to rush good food.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like we're always in a rush. Who thinks that grandma's food's the best?
Yeah.
That's right.
Why? Because grandmas are never in a rush.
Yeah, because grandma's been cooking since the day before.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
True.
You never see grandma rushing. So I think we need to kind of slow down, let food express itself, let those flavors talk to each
Oh,
other.
Aaron.
So here we go.
We also add some heavy cream.
Yeah, you can do it, my love.
This talks to the sauce, doesn't it? This just makes it that much more rich.
Exactly. And so, we're bringing a little bit of that New Orleans kind of, put a little extra calorie on and all that, because I live in New Orleans, so I gotta stick with a little bit of the cream. Some fresh cilantro here. And cilantro is one of the few things that you can use the stems with and not throw those away.
Oh.
Because people say, I'm allergic to cilantro. And I'm like, you can't be allergic to cilantro because they say it tastes soapy, right? People say it tastes soapy. And what it is that some people are missing an enzyme that allows it to register that it's soapy. It's not exactly.
Yeah.
There you go, Corinne. Go ahead, girl. And it's not an allergy. So here we go. So just to finish, always put your herbs and put your fresh citrus at the end. You don't want it to dissipate. So we'll give it a little tasty poo.
Well, what do
See
you
where we're
serve
at?
this with?
Tasty
Just like
poo.
that?
Yep.
It's very tasty too.
We're gonna serve it over rice, my love, right?
Oh,
wow.
Aaron, I love you.
So all we're gonna do is
So
add it to
delicious.
some that
It
I've already
really
got
is.
here. We're gonna let that come up to a boil, and then we're gonna serve it over some
So
rice.
Masterchef, we jump in 9th season for this. What do you think of the lineup?
This year it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to tell you why. We threw in a wrinkle in because now we've taken 24 potential home cooks that are going to be in America's Next MasterChef, and each one of the judges has 8 of those contestants. So we're mentoring our respective teams
my gosh.
with the hope that one or many of our teams are going to get to the finale and then eventually win the thing. So there's a lot of judge kind of rivalry in there and all that.
Oh my goodness.
Like this is teasing the taste buds. Let's take a look at this clip. This
Yeah.
is TJ.
So Samantha, describe the dish, please.
So today I have for you a chicken piccata with potato puree and oven roasted asparagus.
Just from the outside, you got a beautiful color on it. Do you like the citrus level that you have in that sauce? Did you put enough lemon juice?
I believe I did. I got citrus from the wine and then I got citrus from the lemon juice.
The chicken's moist. That skin is rendered down beautifully. Love how it's seasoned. I think you did a great job creating texture. On the outside, there's a beautiful crust. You're suffering from one major thing. You didn't cook out the wine enough.
Always a problem. Oh, boy. For some of you boozers out there, it's not. But in that case, it needed to be cooked out more.
Well, another thing too, you are actually helping those chefs with scholarships.
Exactly. And a big part of what we do, you never met a more generous person than a chef. I think we're super philanthropists. We want to give back to all the people that have helped us and mentored us through the way. So I have a scholarship called the Sanchez Scholarship, where I identify young Latinas and Latinos from all over the country and give them opportunities to be leaders in the kitchen through education. So they all get a free ride to the Culinary Institute in New York City. And I'm actually doing a fundraiser here in Los Angeles on June 5th. After I wrap shooting MasterChef, and it's going to be at Redbird, so I encourage everybody to come down. It's $150, and all the proceeds are going to go to my scholarship fund to get some Latinos into culinary.
Thank you so much.
If you can make it a point to do that, and then tune into our 2-hour premiere special,
I'll be
which is
watching
June 30th, baby. So here we go.
Debbie, this is so good. It is.
It's amazing.
So it's all about the sauce, the sauce. So.
I'm going to drink the sauce. It looks so good.
And if you weren't a rice lover, you can definitely do some toasted bread and just do the whole soppy up.
That is my jam right there.
Ooh,
I mean, do we do this with a fork or a spoon?
Fingers.
Yeah,
Eat it.
If you have a bib, we can go bib with Bob.
I'm going spoon.
How's the counter like?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It's really good.
I love the
It's
little bit of
really,
lime,
really good.
too.
Debbie, you'll like it. I know your taste buds.